Of all the things that I have accidentally stumbled upon in my life, I believe that this is probably one of the most impactful. In the last 48 hours, me and Olivia have delved into a rabbit hole deeper than we could have ever imagined, and it's still not even over yet. I think sometimes we turn a blind eye to the reality of our lives. That evil does walk amongst us, and that sometimes truth can be stranger than fiction. I guess the best way for me to tell this story would be to start it where the story began for us. It's crazy, honestly, like seeing all this and knowing what we know now, that this was all of their stuff just left here. I mean, I honestly cannot believe that this happened. Okay, so I was literally just discussing with Olivia about looking through some of this stuff just to see if we can find any clues, and literally the first thing I see is this horrible blood-stained shirt. I don't have gloves, but I'll pick it up with this. Oh my god. That is.
Is it blood?
It's a kid's garment though. Do you think she picked up her daughter or something, or do you think? What do you think happened? You guys, just look at that. And you can see how certain parts are thicker red than others, like as if stab wounds would have been there. But obviously this is a kid's garment. I mean, I could imagine a mother holding their child close to them or something like that, but that literally was in this pile of clothes that have been left here. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Andrew Proven Demons and your girl Olivia Proven Demons. She's having a bit of a laugh at the thumbnail. I hope you enjoyed that thumbnail. I'm gonna just wait for some people to pop in. It started off like any live stream. We were in high spirits. Olivia was cracking up at a silly thumbnail I had made for the live stream. It's just Ross pointing behind him saying, "Get a load of this cracker." You know, we were just having fun. And we were on our way to a mansion I was tipped off to that we knew nothing about. All we knew is it was abandoned and it was worth about £2.5 million. Walking into the house, it had a very eccentric style. It was fun to explore, but we wouldn't know if it was haunted until we started the ghost hunt.
Probably an art student.
The atmosphere did start to turn dark though when we found a scribbled note stuck to the wall in one of the abandoned rooms.
Done at my girl's best friend. Yeah, it's old fashioned.
Yeah.
If you tell anyone, I'll kill myself. What? Kind of dark, demented. No, is that? And you can tell that it had something over it. If you tell anyone, I'll kill myself.
So to start this ghost hunt, I decided we would open with a spirit box. Now, I know a lot of people aren't used to the idea of using a manual tune radio as a spirit box as opposed to an automatically sweeping spirit box. So I'm going to let myself from that live stream that night explain to you why I choose to use a radio.
What?
There's a lot of new subs in here that are saying, get a proper spirit box.
All right. It's okay. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? I love you to death, and thank you for watching our videos. I'm going to explain something to you guys. First off, I'll tell you, I do have a proper spirit That was me. I do have a proper spirit box. On our channel, we do things a little bit differently. Now, I'm going to give a very, very quick sort of explanation as why I choose to use a radio, right? Before spirit boxes were invented, right, this is how spirit box was done. I want you to understand a spirit box, like this, again, is nothing more than a radio that I can flip through channels just like on this, right? But on a spirit box, when you hold down the button, it flips through the stations for you, okay? Same difference, except I choose to do it manually, okay? And I seem to always get better responses with my radio. And that's why I prefer to do a manual tune spirit box or a radio session. Literally the same thing. I personally get better results like this. Some people might get better results with the spirit box. There's a weird voice coming through. They said the R word, R-A-P-E.
Stop it.
We received several spirit box responses, all using these words, as well as including knife. I mean, the stream goes on for quite a while, but this was just a start. This is where we started realizing that there was something really bad that happened in this house. So we started doing some research. I guess this brings us into chapter 2.
Is this the place we're at right now?
Is that the place we're at? I don't know.
Because if this is the place we're at, this is known as the murder mansion in where we are. Someone killed their wife in the house, and it's been empty ever since snow off this hill. Okay, so
Alright, we're just solving it. We found an ad about the house we're in.
after knife killing,
A knife killing.
look,
Oh, wow. That's it, guys. We're here. Honestly, I have done no research on this place whatsoever, but it's right there in the Daily Mail. Hold on, let's see if I can focus. For sale, Victorian mansion, blighted by horror, £2 million property, empty 7 years after a knife killing. And that is without us doing any research. That is solely Spirit Box. Well, now we know what the problem is here.
Now, I feel this says a lot about paranormal investigating for detective purposes. If you were in our live stream, and if you haven't seen any of our live streams, I would say definitely check it out. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, because crazy things happen all the time. But I think this says a whole lot when the audience, the viewers, were picking up on these words as well. And then doing our research after the fact to find out this revelation.
pretty much. He stabbed her in the face and the neck to a point where, what's the name of the people, could not count the precise numbers of blows.
Christopher Lumsden knifed his 53-year-old wife Alison around 30 times after she announced she was leaving him for a family friend. He slashed her face and neck so many times that the pathologist could not count the precise number of blows.
Pathologist, that's a word I couldn't say.
Yeah. Well, now we have a name, and now we know where we are. Everybody, welcome to the Murder Mansion.
Now, from this point on, the story gets quite deep. It kind of goes down a rabbit hole, but I'm telling the story in the order that it happened for us, Just stick around and see how strange things start to get.
He told the jury I found myself getting out of bed with the word burning in my brain and grabbing the knife out the drawer next to the bed. I walked around the foot of the bed up behind her. She saw me and started to stand and turn. I brought the knife and went blank.
That is the story of this house. Figured half that story out just through Spirit Box alone.
Oh, yeah.
We have the spirit of Alison here with us, who was stabbed 30 times or more in this house. Again, last time I'll say it, you guys figured that out just by listening to my radio. You guys heard all of that and told us what you heard. And you know what? Turns out you were right. So there you go. Is your name Alison? Could you say the name Alison if that's your name? Was that it?
And, this looks new because they were trying to sell it. So they put new carpets in and new windows and things like that. That's why it looks new. They would try to sell it for 1.4 million. But it's worth 2.2 million.
William Walker, there's your shout out. Right, let's do it then. I'd like to know what room it happened in, but
I'm trying to find out.
well, I want to.
Oh, she was taking off her makeup, so she must have been in the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
Yeah, she was in the bedroom by her dressing table, taking off.
In her bedroom, so I would assume the master bedroom?
Yeah.
This is true. The Christopher and Alison Lumsden house was purchased for $1.4 million after being derelict for several years by a company called Greenlink. They started renovations on the house, and they went bust before they could finish. They went completely broke, so the house continues to remain derelict. We'll talk about what happened to the house after this grisly murder in just a bit, because that rabbit hole goes quite deep. But for now, knowing that this murder took place in the bedroom, we decided to head there and see if we could find any evidence of this brutality that took place.
By the way, anyone have any idea why there'd be a blue stain right there?
Oh, someone said something. I think Bjorn said something about that before. I missed it though, so Bjorn, will you put that back in?
There, but
It's... I don't know what that word is.
blue stain is luminol. So what's luminol? What's luminol for? If anyone can tell me. It's used to highlight. I'm assuming luminol is for illuminate. So is it to illuminate stains?
It detects blood. Used to highlight blood under black light.
I don't have a black light on me, but there's definitely blue stains on the hardwood. It's right here that I'm going to need to see. But I can't rip the carpet. I'm not allowed to do that. Shoot. That's like the one bit I can't get. It looks like somebody's already attempted tearing this to see at some point, but they didn't get all the way through, or somebody's already cut the floor. To be fair, I'm not breaking anything, but the carpet's not exactly attached to the floor, is it?
Someone says it is only seen under a blue light, so it wouldn't be seen like normally.
Well, look here. Stains.
Will you move your light?
Yeah, the stain goes through the carpet there, but
again, new carpets, so.
Oh my God! Look at that, guys! I'm not even joking.
It's obviously soaked onto the floor.
This is not a joke. I just pulled the carpet up.
I'm gonna turn it off actually, just because we're on YouTube.
This is not a freaking joke. I just pulled the carpet up, and this is what's under it.
All the carpets are new, but I'm assuming the floor.
Sin, we discovered through Spirit Box that a stabbing took place here. We then looked up the address online and found out it's true. It said it happened in the master bedroom. It said that they have placed new carpet down. It said they placed new carpet down. I have chills. I actually have chills.
I already showed it. I'll show it again.
It's fine. It's just dried blood.
No, it's not.
It is fine, I
It's
promise.
not.
One more time.
No, some people don't want to see that.
Do you guys want to see it? A better look at it. They put new carpets down, but we pulled up the carpet. The carpet wasn't even attached. And we just saw that. Yes? Alright. This is no joke. I pulled up the carpet. It's all here.
There is like little bits in front.
There's splatter around, but it's all there.
Okay, no.
Right in front of the drawer.
No.
Cover it up. Right. This is not a joke. You can't make this stuff up. This is why I get sick and tired of people saying we're fake. They can shut their freaking mouths.
Okay. Chill.
Right. There you go. This is absolutely crazy. I wasn't expecting this tonight. Oh my goodness. I just want your soul to rest in peace is all. Amen. Are you okay? You're having a moment. You weren't expecting this either, were you? No. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. Right, Olivia. It definitely brings to life how real this is. Are you being affected, or is this all you?
No, it's just me.
It's just you?
It's just me being sad. It's just me being sad for somebody else's pain.
I know. This is crazy. I'm just stunned.
That night, after we ended the stream and we went home, we just did research all night. We were just so fascinated by this. Turns out, Christopher Lumsden basically got away with murder. He was only sentenced to 5 years for manslaughter, though he did stab his wife over 30 times. But on top of that, he only served 2 years out of a 5-year sentence. And on top of that, in Alison's will, she left him £2 million and the house. We decided we had to go back in the morning. It was too surreal that night. We had to make sure that we really discovered what we thought we discovered. Alright, so it's the morning after. We've come back to the house after we made the discovery last night. I think part of the reason why we've come back is just to, I don't know, see it at daytime and make sure that it really happened. Like, we weren't dreaming. It's really surreal. The other thing I've been thinking about is the fact that he's the husband, he is out of prison. In his will, I believe that this house and £1 million was left to him, meaning technically he could come back at any time. And I think me and Olivia were kind of discussing this morning, like, what would we do if we were in there and he just like showed up? I mean, I figured my initial thought was I'd interview him. I'd try to interview. I definitely wouldn't interview him inside the house. I'm a little concerned about his mental state and well-being. But I think we're going to go in and we're just going to get some shots and get a clear view on camera for you guys, something clearer than what the live stream could provide, of the blood stains and everything. Alright, so it's still wide open this morning. Olivia?
Yeah?
Are you coming?
Pardon?
I said, are you coming?
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot a torch. It's still wide open this morning. Like I said, I feel a little more uneasy now about being in here, knowing what we know now, but we'll just make this a really quick trip upstairs and just make sure that we're not crazy, that that is indeed blood in the master bedroom by the boudoir. I know we're not crazy, but like I said, it all just feels so surreal. I can't believe we were here just last night and we discovered this. Alright, here we go. Alright, Olivia, hold this while Right, moment of truth again. Oh my gosh. No, we're not crazy. Hand me the camera. We're not crazy. As you can see, that is 1,000,000% blood. It is brownish, dark red, stained into the floor, beneath the boudoir. Exactly where it happened. You see where it's been smeared a bit. You can see splatter. It's all here.
It goes all the way up.
It does. Olivia, now knowing all this, how do you feel?
Sad and angry. They're the only, I don't know, mostly sad, but I do feel quite a lot of anger just knowing that this is his house now.
I know. Justice was not served. 1,000,000%. I mean, he walked away with only 2 years in prison and £1,000,000 in the house. This is still his house and we're in it and he is free. He is not in prison right now. He got out. And yet the stains will always remain. The other part is quite daunting. Is the fact that we spoke to her spirit last night. What was that?
I have no idea.
There was a noise. Come on, we gotta look. There was a noise just now. I want to make sure that we are the only ones here. I just want to get out. But honestly, the fear that he could come back at any time, or that noise we just heard was literally... We're just jumpy is all. Could you imagine if he just walked in here right now? What would we say? What would we do? Come on, let's just get out of here. This has been surreal enough for a lifetime. There's no way that could be the same house. I mean, if it didn't happen here, whose blood was that? So we're getting really confused here. We're doing some heavy research, and apparently there's another house nearby, like not even 2 minutes away. That's the murder house. At least that's the house that all the news reports are pointing to. Meaning, what is this house? There's no record of this house even existing. And the supposed Oakley murder house has no address online. It's a big cover-up. Of all the things I have accidentally stumbled upon in my life. I believe that this is probably one of the most impactful.
For sale, Victorian mansion, blighted by horror, £2 million property, empty 7 years after a knife killing. That is without us doing any research. That is solely spirit box. She was leaving him for a family friend. He slashed her face and neck so many times that the pathologist could not count the precise number of blows. Oh my God! Look at that, guys. I'm not even joking. This is not a joke. I just pulled the carpet up.
I'm gonna turn it off actually, just because we're on YouTube.
There's no record of this house even existing, and the supposed Oakley murder house has no address online. It's a big cover-up. What, you found it? So you don't believe that this is the right place?
That's the place, isn't it?
Let me see.
That's the mansion.
Okay, and where exactly is it?
Right there.
They don't look anything alike.
Bro, take a look. House, 2 pieces there. Front bit, parking space for cars. Property there. House, two top bits. That thing there, property there. Place of cars.
Alright, let me hop in. Alright, so
why would they show that mansion?
Because they're trying to solve this one.
so what's your theory then? Because I've been trying to solve this mystery for months now.
This mansion is the one you're looking for. Right, let me tell you why. This is going off, like, obviously I've been doing map reading for a long time. I do all my own location scouting, so when I'm looking at stuff, I'm looking at roads going round, I'm looking at properties around it. See, this is part of another estate here. You've got a nice clean, looks like a road that goes around the mansion being the house here leads to the road. You've got this bit. Now this aerial view could be quite a recent one, but when we jump to the actual aerial view now, this could have been 10-15 years ago. This aerial view. Look, you've got Dunham Road, you've got the property there, which is on the road. Now also here, you can see there's a road that goes around here, being this estate here. Here you've got the 2 roofs that you can see on this one. See the 2 roofs on that?
Yeah.
Like that. Now still, you've got the conservatory here. On this one, doesn't look like they had a conservatory at this point, unless that's at the...
But the problem is, that house you're seeing, unless that picture is
Well,
really
that's what
old,
I'm thinking.
the house that is supposedly the one is abandoned, and they have supposed pictures of it, which make no sense of it being so derelict.
I'll tell you what, let's jump to street view.
Okay.
Now, the street view is 2020.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to face this way.
That is not the house. I've been there myself, but I did that after my first documentary, and that is 100% not it. I scoped that place out. It doesn't match up. That's why I'm confused. But the spirit box and everything I captured matches up with the house that we're at right now. And the roof and the picture from the news articles match this house.
Because this is what it's showing.
I know. It doesn't make sense. There.
Right, give me a couple more minutes. Let me look again on the maps.
Okay.
Because you see, wherever this mansion that's shown online is situated on a single carriageway, and this Dunham Road splits into a double carriageway for quite the majority of it. So there's only a certain section that is single carriageway, which means the location we're looking for is in a much narrower area. So we should be able to find it.
So to summarize it all up, basically in the articles or online they're showing this nice mansion just so that they
Trying to piece it together.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece it together.
Basically, our theory was that they used a fake address to try and sell the actual murder mansion.
And a fake mansion with the photo of this mansion.
Look at this
that Dan
place.
just showed
This place
you.
is abandoned a bit further down the road.
But that looks nothing at all like the picture.
I know.
The thing is, though, how do you explain the bloodstains in the room and everything?
I know this.
And you do realize that the mansion that they're claiming it is in this neighborhood, basically. It's just up the road. But we scoped it out, and it's not, and it doesn't even match up on Google Maps. Like, they're two completely different buildings. One's lived in and looks different, while the one they're claiming on the articles that it is abandoned and looks very similar to this mansion. Super similar to it. The roof is identical, but for some reason the doors are placed around differently. What's the matter?
Found it, but there's something here.
Oh, okay.
And it's very hidden. Now you've got Dunham Road again there, but look at this. There's a road that goes along here, and there's something that goes along here, which matches this here. Something going along there, something going along there. Could it be that overgrown?
It's worth taking a look at. It could be. It's been like, what, 10, 15 years?
It's been longer than 14 years.
It's been 14 years,
15,
yeah.
Yeah, 14, 15 years. That is 0.3 miles away.
So, next door, basically, like I said.
Well, no, we're here.
Yeah.
So we'd have to go down the road, take a right. It's basically behind all this. It's quite a few behind it. In fact, it's that way.
Alright, well, let's go scope it out then, just to see
Should
if
we go
that's...
and look at it?
Let's go scope it out, check if that's the real one or not. We're on our way now to another suspected location of where this supposed actual murder mansion is, even though the bill fits perfectly with the place we've been looking at, including the bloodstains on the floor.
So it probably got bought.
No, it got purchased by a renovating company, and they went bankrupt.
Right.
So it never got...
full history here.
Okay.
It was... Okay, it was sold in November 2005 for 675,000, right?
Okay.
And it remained in the same ownership until 2016, where it was sold for 2.8 million. And then the one that we pulled out over there on the corner on the left is the nursery cottage, and that it's the same premises, but it's a separate sale dates on it that was sold at different times. But this became abandoned November the 2nd, 2005. Well, it was sold, which would add credibility to it being the same one, because that happened in 2005 when he killed her. Got a feeling this is the one, bro.
It just doesn't look right to me. And it definitely goes against everything I found in the other mansion.
Do you reckon this is residential? Because it doesn't look residential. With the signs and stuff.
Wait, but this one's called the... It says right there.
But it's not hard to change the name of a house.
When we find out when the house became... Oh, and it's a different address.
Do you know how to see down the road?
Where a murder took place. Oh, this is the place. Oh, right, I thought it was abandoned, that's all. No, right, yeah, because we were just looking at the images, and it showed it as being abandoned, that's all. That's the same place. Right, because there's a place around the corner, another abandoned property.
That one still got the bloodstains.
Really? It is
But
this
that's-
one. Told you.
This is the Lumsden murder house?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
You won't be able to go in though, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
There's a house around. There's a house around the corner.
That
and
had
it's got
also,
bloodstains
it's
on the
also got
floor.
bloodstain in the master bedroom.
But it's this one, right? Okay. Yeah.
So it is this one.
It's this one on the right, he killed her with something.
Alright.
Oh.
You can't take pictures, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright,
No worries.
sorry.
All right.
What you do when I'm not here is not an issue.
Oh, well, just wondering, is this a residential house now, or what?
Yeah,
What?
it's a residential house. The United player lives in it.
Football lives in it.
Football, isn't it?
A footballer.
Oh,
Man United
really?
Footballer, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, good to know.
All
I was
right,
just wondering.
cheers. You got the footage?
I got the footage, and he said, bro, that the blood stain is under the carpet.
Yeah.
But there's a blood stain under the carpet in the bedroom in this house. And why, if they renovated the house, would there still be a blood stain under the carpet? I feel like it is a diversion for something.
But what happened to you is still a mystery.
That's a mystery, and that's why I'm going to go in there and figure out. I'm going to try and talk to the spirit of this house and figure out why they claim to be Alison. Also, though, that really did bring up more questions for me. Why did he say the blood stain is still under the carpet in a newly renovated house? The house doesn't even look like the old house. That makes no sense.
Maybe the footballer just has a sick obsession.
Well, or maybe he didn't know that what he was buying. Maybe he jumped into it.
Or it could just be a diversion completely. We just don't know. We don't actually know.
Conspiracies.
All right, let's just jump into it then. All right, so now we've come back to the original mansion where the spirit of Alison came through claiming to be stabbed, and we found the blood stain and everything added up. I have a special device with me, a UV light, which can pick up and illuminate bodily fluids, and we're going to find out if that actually is blood then, or if I'm going absolutely insane, which now at this point I'm really starting to feel insane. Alright, here we go again. Still wide open. Still as destroyed as ever, just like online claims. So, for the sake of this investigation, the spirit here claimed to be Alison. I'm going to call her by Alison. Alison, we are back and definitely looking for answers. I'm coming up to the room where you claimed you were murdered, and I want to talk to you, please. Oh my God, it's gone to hell in here. But the stain is still there. Still right there. So this is where Alison, the supposed spirit of Alison, led us our first time here. It's very odd that that stain is underneath the bedroom, the dresser, the dressing table, whatever you want to call it. Right, so the first test I'm going to do is see if the blood emits any kind of glow. Now, what I'm going to show you, can you turn that top light off? Point it at the floor. What I'm going to show you is anything on this carpet glows purple. That's not part of the carpet.
You can't see it glowing purple.
Well, you can see the markings. See?
Yeah.
You see that glow, right? So I'm going to go ahead and try that on the blood stain and see if it's actually blood. Theoretically, what's going to happen, according to my research, is if I turn out the lights and I shine the UV light on this, either if it's not blood, you're not going to see it. It's just going to be blended in with the rest of the wood. So it should give off a greenish look. Or you're going to still be able to see it, and it's going to be a dark purple. Alright? So, lights out. Olivia, come right up close.
I am.
See? Shines. It's got a dark purple, a blackish purple. If it wasn't blood or any kind of human, it would basically blend in with everything else on the floor. Can you see that?
I can see it.
Can you get closer, Olivia? Just show them that that is still visible on camera. Alright? That means it's some kind of human or DNA related fluid on the floor. So there is blood in here. Now, the question is, did somebody get murdered here? And is the spirit claiming to be Alison really Alison Lumsden? Is there a conspiracy going on? This is what's confusing me. Alright. So So I guess our next step would be to try some spirit box. I mean, that's what led me here in the first place. So let's do this. Let's figure this out.
Well, that's all I wanted to know, if that was like real blood or not, and it's real blood. So I'm just baffled, and I don't know like what the hell happened here, because nothing makes sense now.
It doesn't. I mean, do you think it's possible, bro, that there was 2 murders? One in the other house and one here that's not documented?
Well, yeah, that's the only thing I'm thinking right now too. I guess potentially 2 murders, or the security guard was lying to us.
I mean, that's my conspiracy side is telling me that it could be a conspiracy, that the woman wasn't murdered in there, she was murdered here.
I think our best bet is to contact the spirit of Alison, if it really is here, and get some answers.
You just, it is a bit of a mystery, you don't know.
Well, clearly Christopher Lumsden has power.
Yeah.
He can pull strings. I mean, the fact that he only got 5 years, only served 2 for a horrific murder like that, and he's still working as a lawyer after the fact, and he got to keep the money.
Is he a Freemason by any chance?
I don't know.
A lot of liars are.
Do you think there's any like signs around the house?
No, I don't see any signs.
Freemasonry.
I don't see any signs, but I mean, strings like that, you've got to have power. I don't see a normal lawyer having that kind of power.
No.
Especially after committing that kind of murder. That's a serious murder. That's not like, and they put it down to manslaughter. How the hell is stabbing someone 61 times manslaughter?
Murder. Right. Alison, are you here? Could you just say Alison for me? Irritated by you? Alison, were you stabbed here? Could you say stabbed for me, please? If you were stabbed here. Did a woman named Alison die here? Can you answer that? Could you say she died for me, please? If she did die here.
I'm in bed.
Stabbed me quietly. It just said stabbed me quietly.
I thought it said that, stabbed me quietly.
Stabbed me
It was a
quietly.
male's voice that said it. That was pretty funny. Like, interesting, do you know what I mean? Because it did definitely sound like it said stab me.
Yeah, a lot of these words that's been coming out kind of match the entire story. Alison, can you please say the name of the man who murdered you?
Whispered it twice. Whispered it twice.
Yeah.
Start asking questions,
Oh
bro.
my God, it's going really active right now. Right. Was there a murder that happened here? We are trying to solve this blood stain on the floor in this bedroom. Can you help us trying to find out the answers? Can you tell us if there was a murder here? Gosh, there's so much activity now.
It was me?
It was me.
Holy crap. Who's me? You tell us your name.
Jimmy?
Whoa, that was like a woman screaming, bro. That sounded like a woman literally in pain and screaming.
Bro, I'm getting goosebumps.
Try and say blood if this is your blood. Blood? Oh my god! Did you hear clear?
It said this is, and then there was a big space and it went blood.
Oh my god, that was incredible! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! I'm going to lay out what we know and what we don't know. We came into the mansion knowing nothing, but the spirit box had told us a woman named Alison had been stabbed in the house. We looked online and found that in this neighborhood was a murder of a Mrs. Alison Lumsden that took place inside a mansion in the bedroom.
I went into the bedroom and found a blood stain under the carpet. While researching online, the articles said the murder took place in a different mansion up the road that looked nothing like the mansion the news articles provided, yet the blood-stained mansion we entered had an identical roof and surrounding, but it appeared the doors and windows were altered in the photo. After going to the supposed actual murder house, we discovered the mansion was owned by a football player for Manchester United, and the previous mansion that was there had been demolished 2 years ago and a new mansion was built for the footballer. We encountered the security guard who then said the blood stain was still on the floorboards under the carpet. But how can this be so if the mansion was supposedly demolished according to project planning reports? And why would the mansion with no address or record of even existing have a blood stain on the floorboards under the carpet and a spirit claiming to be Alison? Christopher Lumsden had stabbed her 61 times and was only charged with manslaughter and served 2 years, and had continued to work as a lawyer after his release. As well, he still got to keep Alison's inheritance and the house as reported online. They attempted to sell the house and it was bought by a property firm who then went bankrupt and the house reportedly was left abandoned. What we don't know is why the house with the bloodstain has no record of existing. It is as if it had been erased. Why did Christopher Lumsden seemingly get away with murder, and why are all the reports online regarding the house so obscure and incomplete? As well, many reports tell different stories of the whereabouts of the house. Where is this mysterious home seen from online reports? Why does it not seem to exist other than the strange unknown mansion with an identical roof and shape, but different doors and windows? Why is a spirit in the erased house claiming to be Alison, and why is there a bloodstain under the carpet where if this was the house, that would have been where she was murdered? Was this a conspiracy? Are there people trying to cover up the location? At this point, it all remains a mystery. Until I can find more evidence, I will have to leave you with these thoughts. Thoughts I will be pondering over for many years to come.
Wait, before you guys go though, if you haven't seen the first part of this documentary, the link is right here. It's a banger of a video filled with all kinds of crazy paranormal evidence that will surely get your minds thinking. Now, I'm going to end it, as we always do.
Do you believe yet?